I'm excited to have some awesome people on the line today and talk over something here, guys. So I have Toph Edwards and Jason Check on the line with Hubby Home Services. Hubby is a flat fee listing brokerage out of Utah. I don't know why that came to mind. So it's Hubby Home Services. And so basically, let me just give you a quick background. So Jason Check is our partner in the Queen Creek, Caldwell County. He's the one that built out that beautiful building, and he did such an awesome job. I'm sure that you've probably been there. If you haven't, you need to get yourself down there and go eat some good food and have some good entertainment. And so Jason was just a total genius in that whole development, and super thankful for him and his father-in-law, Lonnie. And we've got also it's son-in-law, right?
Brother-in-law.
Oh, brother-in-law. What the heck?
Well, brothers-in-law, yeah. I'm
brother-in-law.
I'm not quite to that point yet. He's old, but come on.
Okay, so you guys are brother-in-laws. What the heck? So you guys married to sisters then, or how's it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. This is awesome. So I'm putting two and two together here. This is part of the part of the call. So Toph Edwards is also on the line with Hubby Home Services, and they actually run a really, really cool company that is a super niche market. And as we know, riches are in the niches. And I'm excited to introduce this service to my agents because there is a huge need for this service, and it's basically BINSR repairs that they do. So Toph, we're going to expand your brain a little bit. What is a BINSR?
So BINSR is when you go to sell your house and you get it inspected. So inspector comes out, goes through every detail of your house, generates a list of imperfections or things that need to be fixed, modified, or repaired. You, the buyer and the seller, then agree on that list, and that's the BINSR report. And so that's kind of our niche, and what we specialize in is being the one-stop shop for that list that you get that needs to be completed before you guys can finalize the sale of your home.
Right. And so BINSR basically stands for Buyer Inspection Notice Seller Response, right? So the buyer goes in, he says, hey, Mr. Seller, I want to buy your contract. They go under contract, and then they have 10 days in the state of Arizona to get an inspection. And so I actually don't know too much about retail real estate because, as you know, I just deal with hard money and cash investors buying distressed real estate. So if I'm not speaking the full truth, I'm sorry. The agents listing can text me and correct me. So basically, in this 10-day inspection report, the buyers have an opportunity to hire a inspection company, in which we use Stratton Services. They're out of my office also. And they say, hey, Mr. Stratton, go and do an inspection on this house. And so in which they go and perform a thorough inspection that takes several hours. And they give the inspection report to the buyers that are buying the house, in which the buyers who are buying the house now tear down that inspection notice. And they notice within 10 days to the seller, say, hey, Mr. Seller, we want this, and this item corrected that are currently wrong. And they give the seller an opportunity to correct those things, or the seller an opportunity to say, no, we're not correcting those things. And typically, it seems like, from my experience, there's some type of happy median that goes on, and the sellers end up having to fix some things. So now the issue is the seller typically does not have a relationship, nor does the agent have a relationship with someone that can go in and get those things corrected. And so that's where Toph steps in and Jason steps in as Hubby Home Services and goes and takes care of that BINSR report or BINSR items. And did I explain that okay, Toph, I hope?
Perfectly. Yeah, beautifully. That's exactly
okay, cool.
Right. So that's exactly right. And so what you said is true, is a lot of people don't have those relationships with people that actually perform the work. And so that's where Hubby comes in. And what sets us apart is that we want to be a one-stop shop for all items. We're not just plumbers. We're not just electricians. So instead of the agent or the buyer or the seller having to call and schedule 5 different trades to come out at different times and meet them, and it becomes, you know, a scheduling headache and a nightmare. You make one call to Hubby, we send you a personalized bid within 24 hours of the line items, and then we guarantee work done within 7 days, unless there's a special order for something. But we're a one-stop shop, all in-house. We're extremely, you know, quick responses, and we like to get out there and get the work done, and we're affordable. You know, we don't need to get rich off of every transaction. We want to do volume, and so our pricing is extremely competitive.
Hey, Spencer. Yeah, as you know, I'm a custom home builder, and one of the things that is really appealing to me as a builder about Hubby, I utilize Hubby for my own building company. We work really hard throughout the course of our custom home builds, and we get to the end and we have good experiences. It's those final little details, those final like 10 to 12 things that are on the list that sometimes can drag out. And I hate to say this, but it's common practice where after an 18-month project, you know, we're pretty much, once we get final and we hand over the keys to the homeowner, we're like, great, it was a good project, we're done. But we're never really done with the project. We've got punch list and 30-day items to take care of, and warranty stuff throughout the project. So what I like about Hubby as well as the BINSR list, that homeowners for us will actually get an inspection report done. And so I've kind of just taken myself out of the picture, and this is where Toph and I have created this company called Hubby Home Services, because there's just always a list that, you know, that needs to get done, and it's constantly like, I'll get to it later. It's not keeping anybody from living in their home or enjoying their home, but it's just those constant little things that are just nagging that need to get done, but just aren't high priority. So in creating this company with Toph, we wanted the ability to, you know, still keep a good reputation and get things completed. So I'll step out of the way on my projects. Like tomorrow I have a home that we're finishing. I've set up an appointment with Hubby and Toph. I'm going to do a handoff, and I'm going to say, all right, here's Hubby. There's 15 items on the list. When we do the 30-day, you're going to call Hubby Home Services, and they're going to continue to take this over, and hopefully, and it's gone very well to this point, you know, finish on a good note. And so I think everybody has that problem, Spencer, of just, you know, finishing strong. Like we're tasked with 10,000 different things to do on a project. And so we're relatively successful at what we do, but there's always just going to be a few things that need to get done. We want Hubby to be the detail guys that go in and finish everything up and continue to make the experience good.
Yeah, that's really cool. You know, it's hard in this industry to find a finisher. It just is because everything, like the core of everything gets done and the majority of everything gets done. But honestly, it's the 5% that drives me nuts in life.
Yeah,
it doesn't get done. And it sounds like Hubby picks up that 5 to 10% and executes it perfectly. And you know, I can't. It's such a cool service that you guys have opened up, and I strongly encourage all the agents to look into Hubby Home Services. You can get Toph's cell phone from me. What's the best and easiest way for the agents to basically to reach out to you to get a BINSR, to get these items fixed off the BINSR?
Yeah, text is great, and you can send out my number, but it's also 480-270-0122. Text is great. Our website, you also have an option to contact us through the website, which is www.hubbyhomeservices.com. So either one of those two options are great, and we're quick to respond. We're actively looking to grow, and you know, want to take on as much BINSRs as we can, and get our name out there even more.
That's cool. That's awesome. So you know, you came in, Toph, just randomly yesterday, and it's good to meet you for the first time. I know we've talked several times, but I was scrolling later at night through a friend's page, and this is pretty random, but you know, your company popped up, and this is what they said: we need more genius companies like Hubby Home Services. So happy to have someone come home to do random things that things that never get done for me. And then she shows a garage that is organized. What's going on there?
Yeah, so that's awesome you saw that. So, actually the background of Hubby and why it's named Hubby is we were sitting in Jason and I were sitting in his office, and he had some of his employees coming and changing air filters, and Jason looked over and he's like, there's got to be a service that we could offer to do these random things like you said, the 5% that doesn't get done. In my own house, I have a list of things that my wife, wants me to get done, but I just constantly push off. And I think that's pretty true for a lot of people. So that's how Hubby was born, is to, take care of the honey to-do list, come in and do the things that your husband won't, but Hubby will. And so that's how it was created. And then we kind of found a niche for the BINSRs and the other items. But, that's another service that we offer. If there's items on your honey to-do list around your house that you want done, we take care of those as well. So that client had reached out and said, hey, my garage is an embarrassment. It's a mess. Could you help us out? So we sent guys over there. We pulled out all of our quads or ATVs, power washed it, cleaned it up, and then we actually organized it. So there's nothing that we turned down, organizing, putting shelves up, hanging ceiling fans, anything that's on your to-do list, Hubby takes care of.
Well, and Cope's a good-looking guy. There's some things that he won't do, Spencer. So
gotcha. Shoot. That's good. So tell me this. So, and that's pretty cool. That's a cool service to have, and I love just that you guys are finishing off the last 5 or 10% that just needs to be executed and get done. And I'm a raving fan of all my real estate agents at the 3 brokerages that I have, and I'm thankful for them, and I think that they could definitely use a service like this. I was just thinking, do you guys have an app, or are you working on an app? Because it'd be really cool just to take a picture. Like, I can think of 3 or 4 things at my house right now that need to be done. I'd love to just go on an app, Hubby Home Services, take a picture of those things and get a notification that it's received and it's going to be taken care of on such and such date. Have you guys thought about that?
Yeah, we're still in the early stages. We were just filling out like what the reception was going to be for what we had to offer, and we're pleasantly surprised on how things have grown over the last 2 or 3 months. We have talked about an app. We haven't really taken any steps to do that, but we certainly feel like that would help streamline the process, like taking pictures and showing everybody what needs to be done. It would definitely help.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Well, I've taken enough of you guys' time, and I'm thankful for you guys hopping on this morning and going over your business, and hope to get you guys some more services. And like I said, I really think it brings value to every single real estate agent in Arizona. So tell me this, anything else that you guys want to add before I let you guys go this morning?
Well, we're thankful for the opportunity that you've given us to be on there. And if you can, there isn't anything that we're not willing to do. Like Toph had said just a little bit ago, I feel like for me personally, just there's so much maintenance on our homes that get neglected. And I'm a builder. It's like a mechanic on their own car. It becomes last priority. So with people working and busy, husband working, and he gets home and wants to spend time with the family, and the wife may be working too. A lot of those little things don't get taken care of. You got your lawn maintenance, you got your pest control that gets done, you got pool care, but are you really changing out your air filters on a consistent basis? Because if you're not, like those types of things, like put strain on your unit and it can ice over and cause damage to the unit, extra electricity, your ice makers that need to be adjusted and changed, adding salt to your soft water so your hair stays healthy. There's so many different things that need to be done and maintained on your house. It's like, why not include those things on a consistent basis? So what we're trying to do is educate everybody to help keep in mind that, like, let's get your house, like, grout and sealing the showers and unclogging the drains, all those types of things we do. There isn't anything that we won't do, and we want to be part of, like, the solution, not the problem. So we appreciate everything that you've done to help bring us on there. We're just trying to educate people and get our name out there so that this service can be available to more people.
Okay, Cool. That's really cool. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining, and you guys have a great day, and we will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much.
All right.
Hey,
thanks, Spencer.
Thanks a lot, Spencer.
Hey, we'll see you guys.